Hey everyone, I'm Matthew Mignante with FitnessVault.com, and man, I have to tell you I'm excited today because I get to review this 4-gauge shotgun shell that I was lucky enough to find with all this ammo shortage going on, so I'm going to do a range test later. Stay tuned for that. Okay, I got carried away. I'm a gun lover, but anyway, it's actually a pre-workout from the company Roar Nutrition. They're UK-based, and being the gun enthusiast that I am, I was just really intrigued by the design of it. It actually does look like a shotgun shell, and so a lot of people were actually having good results with it too, so I wanted to see what it was all about. Before I get into review though, I just wanted to mention the price. Now, one bottle is about $45. That's with not with shipping, so you have to pay shipping. And then if you buy 2 bottles, it's free shipping to the UK and US. It's about the same price, so $45 per bottle. And then if you buy 3 bottles, you get 1 free, and that is about $135. So let's get into the review. Okay, so now it's time to bring out the big guns, and by big guns I mean the ingredients in 4-gauge that seem to provide the most benefit. Now, by looking at the ingredient profile, I could tell that it's pretty impressive, and there are some things in there that make it stand out. But before we get into the ingredients, I just wanted to mention that there are only 5 calories in it, so that's not bad at all, and 4 grams of carb, and it is a natural supplement. Now, what you get with 4-gauge is 6,000 milligrams of L-citrulline, which is pretty standard, and that's about the effective dose that most people would agree upon. And it's actually a vasodilator, so it opens up the blood vessels, letting in the blood, and so when you pump iron at the gym, it helps you to get bigger pumps. And from my own research, it is the most effective ingredient for being able to do so. In addition, it has shown to possibly have some muscle building effects, and it also has shown in a study to increase growth hormone after exercise, so I think that is definitely a good thing. Next, we have 1,000 milligrams of creatine monohydrate. Now, creatine is definitely the most studied and proven ergogenic ingredient there is, so it has shown to improve muscle growth, to increase strength and factors of performance. But 1,000 milligrams is a little bit low. However, it still would definitely have some effect. I would definitely recommend taking a creatine supplement specifically aside from this if you were looking for those effects. And I also found through plenty of studies that creatine can increase muscle growth through various pathways, so I thought that was really interesting, and I think it's definitely worth taking if you can, and if you're looking to gain a little bit more muscle a little bit faster. Okay, so moving on, we have L-carnitine 500 milligrams, which is about the lower end of an effective dose. So it actually transports fatty acids in the body to be used as energy, and it has actually shown to have cognitive benefits. So in one study of alcoholics that took 2 grams per day, they actually showed improvements in cognitive disturbance, and it can also be beneficial for those with brain disease like dementia and things like brain disease when you get older and you start to have that cognitive decline. Not to mention, it has also shown to have some weight loss benefits. So a study found 2.9 pounds of weight loss when taking carnitine. So a serving of 4-gauge also includes 300 milligrams of red beetroot extract, which can increase nitric oxide in the body, and like citrulline, it could have positive effects on cardiovascular health. And then 300 milligrams of coconut water powder is just really good for hydration. It can allow you to train longer and stuff like that as a result. And then of course we have the powerhouse of an energy boosting ingredient in caffeine. Now, 4-gauge only has 150 milligrams of caffeine compared to a lot of other products, but a lot of companies do this intentionally because it may not be a good thing to take all that caffeine at once. You can have side effects the higher you go, and it could even be possibly taxing on the nervous system because it is a nervous system stimulant. But they also included 200 milligrams of L-theanine, which can actually counteract some of the potentially negative effects of caffeine. So they're both act as cognitive enhancers, and it's called smart caffeine, that combo. So you actually can experience those kind of calming effects from the L-theanine, but then you have that focus and everything for your workouts. But you are free to take 2 servings if you want to, because they have made the product safe to do so. So instead of having 150 milligrams of caffeine, you could be taking 300 milligrams, and then you get a lot more of the other ingredients as well. So I could definitely see a benefit there. Okay, so lastly, there's 100 milligrams of rhodiola rosea. Hope I'm saying that right, but it's an herb that's actually an adaptogen, which means that it could have some desirable effects on mental health. And in one 4-week study of 101 people who took 400 milligrams a day, they improved stress symptoms in just 3 days and even past the 4 weeks. But that's not the only benefit. Rhodiola rosea has also shown to potentially have positive effects on cancer, diabetes, fatigue, physical performance, brain, and even more. And then now I'm going to read off some of the additional ingredients here. So there are no artificial sweeteners, preservatives, or colors. So you have dextrose, erythritol, natural flavors, monk fruit, silica, swerve, and that just contains a few different ingredients. But it is a natural product, so I think that that's definitely a good thing here. Okay, so now for the taste test. So it's important to note that 4-Gauge only comes in one flavor, the Fruit Blast. So you could tell that they put a lot of effort into this one product and one flavor. So I'm going to go ahead and do the 2-level scoops that they recommend with 10 to 12 fluid ounces of a liquid of your choice, so water, juice, and obviously you assess your tolerance after these 2 scoops and then increase, but I'm just going to do the regular dose. And it has like a reddish flavor and a really interesting smell to it, but okay, let's go ahead and mix it up. It mixes really well too. I mean, I guess it's about on par with a lot of other pre-workouts, but it definitely looks like fruit punch. Okay, so now, sorry for the clean, let's give it a taste. So it's a little bit sour, but I can definitely do the flavor. It's not bad at all. It actually tastes kind of like a sour fruit punch. So if you like kind of sour things, then I would definitely say that this is a pretty good one. It doesn't have any bad aftertaste or anything. So I would give the taste and flavor, I would probably say an 8.5, but that's just because I like sour things. But if you were worried about the flavor or the taste, I definitely wouldn't be concerned about that. And it has a good texture and everything, so it's definitely a quality powder. Okay, so pros and cons. For me, the pros would be that it's made from natural ingredients. There are no artificial sweeteners, flavors, colors, preservatives, and stuff like that. It's also GMP certified, not to mention, I really do appreciate the cognitive enhancing ingredients in here. I think that it does stand out in a way, it's a little bit unique from a lot of other products, so I definitely think that's a good thing. And of course, being a gun enthusiast, I really appreciate this bottle design, and it's something that I will be keeping around. Now, as far as cons go, I would have to say that because there are 20 servings in a bottle, if you do use more than 1 serving, it can run out quickly, but of course, it depends on how often you use it, but anyway, that could be a con. And then you have 150 milligrams per serving, which a lot of hardcore pre-workout users may not appreciate. And on top of that, you'd have to take, of course, 2 scoops to get 300 milligrams, which would then probably be more up their alley. But, it just depends on if you've built up a good tolerance to it or if you take it that frequently. So I think those are my pros and cons. Okay, so who should use 4-Gauge and would I recommend it? Well, I would say that if you're a healthy individual who is looking to improve your exercise performance and experience while also benefiting from the cognitive enhancing ingredients that we talked about today and the other benefits as well, because I think there was some pretty good research here, I would definitely suggest it, and I think it'd be a good option for you. Now, would I recommend it? So based on the ingredients, I do like the ingredient profile. A lot of people really seem to like this product, and it seems to work pretty well. But at $45 for 20 servings plus shipping, I think it is a little bit pricey for a bottle. Now, I know the bottle is great and everything. I said it plenty of times before, but if you were going to opt for it, I would definitely suggest that you do the 3 bottles because you get an extra bottle for free, and this cuts down the cost of each bottle quite a bit. So if you're going to opt for 4-Gauge, I would definitely suggest going that route. So I hope you found this information helpful, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to see more product reviews.